Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas, and today I am here to do my unboxing of the August paper pumpkin kit named Farmhouse Florals. It did just come to my doorway just a few seconds ago, so the only thing I have done is taken off the clear plastic around it so that I didn't have to do that in front of you guys. So let me first, don't forget, going on now is the subscription period for the September paper pumpkin kit. So I'm trying to find my little flyer here. So it is called Fall for Toil. Is that how you say that? I don't know for sure. Anyway, it's going to be a nice autumn kit, and I don't know about you guys, but after having some hot days, especially here in Texas, the thought of fall, cooler weather sounds quite nice. Also, don't forget, going on now is the, well, until supplies last, are the add-on dies for these 3/4, but you know me, I can use past ones and use them for any of your paper crafting needs. I did hear they're kind of running low on these, so if you haven't grabbed these up yet, you'll want to do that. I can show you mine right here. I put a little piece of magnetic that's part of my favorite things on this just to hold them together. This one's quite a value because, as you can see, we have 9, and if you've seen my paper pumpkin alternatives, you know I have put these to use, and I will for sure use them in this kit. So grab those up while you still can. All right, so that is the September kit. Let's see, we're going to get a Cajun Craze Classic Spot, and it's going to be 9 cards to make 3 designs. I know in the past years, sometimes it was a Halloween kit. And by the way, if you don't know, there is a cute little Halloween treat packaging in the kids collection. So I kind of like that they've done that. For those of you that like cards, you can do paper pumpkin. And if you would like to add on some Halloween treat bags, you can get those in the kit collection. So just thought I would point that out as well. One more thing for your paper pumpkin subscription. I didn't realize this until about a month or so ago, but if you have a Stampin' Up! Account, you know how you select a demonstrator. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean you've selected that demonstrator for your paper pumpkin kit. So go into your account and under subscriptions, make sure you have selected your demonstrator for your paper pumpkin account to give them support. So I wanted to point that out. I didn't even realize that. It wasn't part of the announcement that that would have to be done. So I don't want anyone to think they are subscribed to somebody and they're actually not. So enough gabbing, I think, for now. Also, the last chance items were updated not too long ago, so go out and check out that under menu and shop specials, and you can see some nice bargains there, as well as the 2015 to 2017 sale that's going on until the end of the month. So any products that have the new in colors in them, and that even includes some DSP if it has that item number in there or the color in there, those are an additional 15% off right now. So great time to stock up on these new in colors that will be here for at least another year through 17. All right, enough gabbing. Let's switch to my hands down and get to the purpose of this video. Okay, so this is the August kit. Mine actually came in a pretty pristine box this time. So like I said, I have only taken off the shrink wrap, and I saved my label here because we, as I always say, we want to test our stamps. As we knew, we were going to get 2 stamp sets this time, so that's really nice. We got a preview of this one. I'm just going to set that aside, and okay, there's my ink spot. It's usually right on top. And I do like that we get a brand new color. It's one of the new in colors called Secret Sea. So that's nice to use. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and test our stamps while I'm here. Now, we have 2 to test this time. So let me grab my full-size ink pad. I'll go ahead and grab Secret Sea here. The same color. So I just take off the flimsy part. And I'm going to put that over here in case I will hopefully see it. And then I'm just going to use my full-size ink pad for speed to ink these up. Now sometimes I go ahead and take a Versamark to them first, but most of these are words and they should be okay. If not, the more you use these photopolymer stamps, the better they ink up. So, and again, this is not our smooth stamping paper. So if it's not exactly super clear, plus I'm rubbing it on this, not putting it on a block, then you'll understand. Let me grab my chamois just to clean that off. I'm going to put my part of my chamois over there. Put this back on there so I don't lose it. Oh, I almost sneezed there. So, excuse me. There it finally came out. All right, let's read this one. It says, good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other. I like that. That's a new sentiment. A nice little hello. A nice floral image. Let me flip this around so it's not upside down. Then we have for you, a thank you, a nice little background pattern. Just a note, you are loved. To say, forever your friend. So that is that stamp set. Now let's test the second one. Okay, that's not a full, that's an outline. This one, you know, we got a sneak peek of it, and it did remind me of the of a stamp set that just retired. Country Florals was its name. So I may dig that that one out when making alternatives, but it looks like we'll have at least these that are very similar if you don't have that. Okay, I'm liking the font of these a whole lot. Okay, so whether you're going to work on this kit now or you don't have time right now, always test your stamps. Make sure all your supplies are there, because they can only give you supplies while they still have them. So I'd hate for you to say 6 months from now you go to pull this out and one of your stamps is damaged or something's not in there and they're unable to provide that for you. Okay, so this stamp set has a nice little pot. I like that. And these flowers I know are meant to go in there. We get some individual flower image, which is nice. So then you could say stamp this in green and then go along and put these in different colors to make your flower not all green, to give it the flower color you choose. You're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. I like that. And again, my stamp won't be blurry. This is just from me doing the full size thing, not on a block. Always here for you. I really like the size of that and the font. Smaller but bigger. Well, smaller in the case of amount, but bigger looks like the same design. And for a great friend. So that's our stamp sets with this kit. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, you'll get 2 sleeves this time. This one, we'll find out its name when we open up the kit and get to the instructions. So let's just get to the goodies. Flip that over. Now I did just recently finish all of my June. I've been running a little behind. So, and I have an empty envelope. So this is one of my favorite things. My favorite things are items that Stampin' Up! Does not sell, that I find very helpful in my craft room. This is a large envelope. It's about 7 by almost 10, and they fit all my kit components in nice and easy versus the box. I do save the box and I store my cards in there. So I'll just show you, a full-size card with the envelope and in my little plastic sleeve. They fit on both sides. So it's a good item to hang on to, especially if you want to gift some cards to someone or just use it as a gift. All right, so let's flip it over where our card preview is. So let's get my scissors and open the goodies. Now when I open the goodies, I go along like here where there's no components. That way I don't accidentally tear or cut into my supplies. we get twine this time, which we haven't had twine in quite a while. And a nice little sheet of mini dimensionals. And then I save these little things too, because if I mail something and I want it to be sturdy, I can slap one of these in there and it's hard to bend. And just put that behind me. Okay, these are the cards as designed, and there's actually nothing wrong with doing them as designed. That's what Paper Pumpkin was meant to. It was meant to all the supplies come to you in this nice little box, and you have everything you need to complete the cards as designed. However, I like to make alternatives. Now, I can see this one's going to be a challenge because it's printed items, and your instructions are inside of how to make them, and they are what I call like IKEA type instructions. So just know they're telling you to ink this up. This means to fold your card base. If it looks like an octagon, those are dimensionals. And you know what? I don't think we have any. Do we have glue dots? Well, let's keep going and find out. The coordinating colors for this one is Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, and Secret Sea. All right, so let's put the instructions in my little goodie bags. This is how I try to keep things from going missing, but sometimes they still do. Now, on the same side with the instructions are the images of our stamp set, and these pictures are at 100%. So this one is called Friendly Florals, because it is the extra set, and this one's the name of the kit, the Farmhouse Florals. So I do keep these. I save them. Don't know if I think I put away my other stamps. I just put them in the back of my sleeve that I store my stamps in. I do it in the same sort of sleeve I do my add-on dies. So those are also part of my favorite things. So let's set this aside. We have the mini glue dot or mini dimensionals. Now I just store them. This is an old clamshell box that our stamps used to come in, and I just store them there. Now this one is full, so I have another drawer that I store these and just use them as they come along. Okay, the envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9, and I want you to know that these are kind of speckled, so that's not dirt or they're not dirty. It is speckled cardstock, much like our old I think it was called confetti cardstock. I do kind of miss that, and I think they said the card bases were going to be the same. So here we go, a little basket with some florals. 1, 2, 3. Now I at least will do something with this. I don't know what. I'll probably be using the stamps and such, but I may try to dress that up a little bit. Okay, 3 blank ones. 1, 2, 3, and I'm guessing we have die cuts to go on those. Some cute little labels, and then our next 3 card bases. 1, 2, 3. Now they did say that this paper, this is supposed to be like paper in your typewriter. Okay, so it fits perfectly there, and you could do it on dimension and it would look a little more interesting there. I'm not sure what that one is supposed to do. Punch that out. You know what? Let me get out the instructions and let's see what that one, what they used that one for. I'm looking. Okay, and I guess they used it here on the typewriter. It's really hard to see where. Just a note. I'm working on it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some investigating on that, unless it's just, it can't be right there. Let me see if I've got it messed up with something. No. Okay, you guys, we'll figure this one out, and hopefully I'll know exactly what it's meant to do on my first set of alternative cards. So, and we have a cute little tag here as well, and it's all in that speckled kind of paper. Now, these little goodies I keep in like this little bitty 3x5 envelope so they don't go missing, but the larger set I may put in the medium size that I like to use as well. So that'll fit in there, all my labels. All right, let's see, 1, 2, we counted those already. So that's all the card bases. Let's put those up so they don't go missing. It's always very challenging when we have printed card bases and stuff. But look at these pretty little deckled-ish window frames with the flowers. I think we can dress that up. So 3 of those. And then of course we have the typewriters again and the same bags that's on the printout. So that's good. My guess is they say put these on top of the other ones to give it some dimension, but we'll see if we can stretch those out into more cards. So 3 of those. So anyway, that is all the contents, and I missed some of these, of this kit. And know that in this envelope, the envelopes fit as well, so long as you don't cut them open. And by the way, I kind of figured, and I was correct, since there's print on the flap, there's nothing on the inside, just a speckled material. So we have that, and that's in Secret C, by the way. Okay, everyone, so that is my unboxing. Let me switch to myself, which I often forget to do. And let's not lose the stamps. Okay, so thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope your kit comes soon. This is actually pretty early for me, maybe because they build on Monday and they got processed pretty quickly. That I got this one extra early. I guess what is today, the 15th. So again, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate if you would hit that subscription button. And I did forget to thank every one of my subscribers out there. I did reach 5,000 subscribers in my gap time between my last alternative and this video. So thank you so much to each and every one of you that have helped me reach 5,000 subscribers. As usual, the best compliment you can give me is a thumbs up to this video. Share it with your other paper crafting friends, and always leave me a kind comment. I do love to read those. You kind of boost my spirits and get me going, keep me encouraged to keep making these videos for you guys. So until my next video, I will be working on my cut file, which will be in my Etsy shop. There is a link to my Etsy shop in the video description of this box, of this video down below. You can just click on my store and check out all my cut files I have out there. I'm working on a video of how to use those for those of you that are maybe new to using your Cricut or Scan and Cut. And I hope to have that out soon. It will probably go in with my purchases of the cut files because I don't really know where else to put them. I thought there was a way on my shop homepage I could maybe do it, but I think it has to be with each listing. So it will be the same video using one cut file, but it should work the same for any cut file out there. So I hope you like that information. So until my next video, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.